following is a presentation of Main Street Media, your source for news, sports, and information on Main Street in Middle Tennessee.
Welcome in, everybody. I'm Devin O'Day, and I'm so glad that you're with me today. We had a lot of really cool things happen. Yesterday, I did a little sit down with Skip Ewing, and it was so fabulous. Last night, he played the Grand Ole Opry, and it was incredible. Just, and you know that you've done a really amazing job when this happens. A standing ovation for Skip Ewing. We did a sit down with him yesterday, and we're going to be breaking that interview up into several parts, but I thought I would play part of his brand new Christmas album. I will tell you, it's one of my favorite Christmas albums ever, and I'm a real connoisseur of Christmas albums.
I'll be home for Christmas. You can count on me. Please have snow and mistletoe and presents round our tree. Christmas Eve will find me where the love light gleams. I'll be home for Christmas, if only oh, beautiful for spacious skies, for amber waves of grain, for purple mountain majesties above the fruited plains. America, America, God shed His grace on thee, and I'll be home for Christmas, if only in my dreams. Please have snow and mistletoe and presents round our tree. Christmas Eve will find me where the love light gleams. I'll be home for Christmas, if only in my dreams, if only.
Oh, doesn't that just wash over you? It's so good. I just absolutely love it. Brand new Christmas album from Skip Ewing. It's out right now. Wherever you get fabulous music, you can download it, you can buy it. skipewing.com is where you can go and find out all the information. He's got another album that he'll be touring with called Wyoming. Incredible, incredible music. Let's see who's checking in this morning. Good morning to Suzanne and Mark down in Alabama. We're going to be Bama-tised. Marc-Alan Barnette's in the waiting room. We're going to talk to today is a day of great singers. I'm just going to warn you and let you know. Great singers today. Let's see. Margie Singleton, my rock and roll sister from Louisiana. She is here, and it's good morning to you. I love you, Margie. Elizabeth is here. Don't know what to do without her. And I know everybody loves Margie Singleton. Everybody. Regina Barrett. Regina, you're listening up in Alaska, right? I don't know. You're going to have to find me a jet ski and hit the ocean to buy presents. You might, because everything's got held up in the chain, right? All right. I love it. So happy we get to have Christmas music again. You mean you stop? There's a time of year when you don't play your Christmas music? Well, I'm going to share with you something very, very, very cool. There is a small business in Murfreesboro, just ahead of Marc-Alan Barnette, a small business in Murfreesboro that puts together special mixes of incredible premium bird food to attract the right kind of birds to your yard. Now, are there a right kind of bird? Well, everybody loves cardinals. Everybody loves the color of the blue jays and the different birds. But they take your order at Sarah's Backyard Birds, and then here in Middle Tennessee, they deliver to your yard. There's some shipping that they can do, but mostly they just have a delivery system. They take it right in. Let's take a look at a little bit of what Sarah's Backyard Birds looks like. Ben, something for everybody. Christmas on Main Street, featuring a lot of the small businesses. And I love the card, Sarah's Backyard Birds. They actually used Sarah's own signature to get their logo. It's incredible. sarahsbackyardbirds.com. Tell Ben Rumsey that you heard about him on Main Street today. We're going to go to our waiting room now where the Thunder Throat, the Alabama-tised man himself, is waiting. Marc-Alan Barnette, how are you, my dear?
I am great. How are you? Gilly Dog has been waiting to see you, and she wanted to come say hey.
I'm so glad, and I like her little jersey. Yeah, it is how you roll Tide.
That's right.
I love it. I love it. Well, yeah, Bama fans are pretty happy right now.
Oh, yeah. Boy, after the other day, I thought I was going to have a heart attack at least 4 times. But we get – and my family's loyalties are kind of split. So, you know, you're going, well, you know, Auburn's just a magnificent – well, Alabama's – it was kind of a fun time. But it was an amazing day.
Well, you have a brand new single that is so great, and tell us how it's so fun. But man, that Alabama soul. See, we always think about soul coming out of Memphis, and we think about it coming out of Detroit, Motown, and we think about it coming from Louisiana. But Alabama has Muscle Shoals.
Muscle Shoals, yeah.
And what we realize, you know, what's so important about what Alabama gave us in music is that while people were rioting in the 60s and marching and doing all that, Aretha Franklin was getting her sound fine-tuned, and she became the queen of soul in Muscle Shoals.
Yeah. And people forget Hank Williams Sr. from down near Montgomery. And
the soul of country music.
Musical legacy in Alabama.
Yeah. Yeah, you do. And you've been part of some incredible festivals. The Floribama. Let's talk about that club in itself.
Yeah. Well, you know, it's one of those things. The owner, Joe Gilchrist, won it in a poker game in the 60s. Yeah, he wanted. There were a couple of brothers that developed they were developers of the Gulf Shores area, and it was just a little package store. And he bet a good hand in it. He was a former college professor, still was a teacher at that time, and he just had a good hand, and he loved music. And a lot of people like Hank Cochran, a lot of those old guys would go down to that area, and it just turned into this kind of hangout. It started on a weekend. It was named after the night watchman, Frank Brown, and the Floribama kind of built a little bit. Joe loved live music. He loved original music. And so that developed into a club, and what had started out as kind of just a package store with maybe some music in the back, it became music and a package store over here. And it has grown since the 70s, and it is now an institution. I've been playing down there 27 years. They had a songwriters festival in November, the Frank Brown Songwriters Festival. Frank Brown, Mr. Frank, was the night watchman, and he loved music. And it brought people together. I mean, the very things that we talk about now of all the strife, and that's what was there to get away from all of that and to actually come together. And it has been a magnificent cultural icon. And for many years, it sat right on the state line of Alabama and Florida.
Crazy.
And then at one point, Alabama ceded some land to get a bridge, that big bridge that drives there. And so they had the property lines moved a little bit. So it's not exactly in the middle, but it's right there at the Alabama-Florida line.
You know, I have never been to the Frank Brown Songwriters Festival, and I've never gotten to experience it, but it's like a pilgrimage for the people who've been there, and they keep going back year after year after year. And people think of it, and it's this, what I call the songwriters family reunion.
That's exactly what it is. Or a dysfunctional college fraternity. And we see each other once a year. It is funny. I've written with over 50 writers that have had #1 songs, top 10 songs, Grammys, CMAs, met every single one of them down there. Wow. And it's just, it's where the heart of Nashville, and the reason they had it in November is because it's off season. So hotel rooms are very inexpensive, and the food is wonderful, and the weather is wonderful. I thought you'd been there. I have
never been.
We're changing that. We're changing that next year. I can promise.
Next November, I'm gonna make plans. I think I can broadcast from there. How about that?
Absolutely, absolutely. And I'll forward that along because we need you down there, and you would know everybody there. It's just like Nashville goes south for 10 days, and it's everybody. You wonder where everybody is in Nashville. They're at the Frank Brown Festival.
True. That's, and I know that if I'm getting an invitation to play a writer's night in Nashville, it's because everybody's at Frank Brown.
That's true.
And I'm the only one here. Oh,
no, you are great. I played with you a couple of weeks ago. I had a great time with you.
Thank you. I laughed. It's so funny because Paul Jefferson was in that round with us and Tommy Barnes. Yep. And I said, okay, not to intimidate me much with you. And I said, oh my God. But, I tried a new song and I said, yep, I was like those little naked birds that fall out of the nest. I should have waited till that one feathered up just a little bit. But
you are a rose between a bunch of thorns. What can I say?
You're always so sweet. Well, we're going to play the new single, Bama-tised, and I want to warn everybody, just buckle up because this one will blow your hair back.
Hope so.
It will. Thank you so much and have a Merry Christmas if I don't see you, but hopefully I will.
I'll see you. Thank you, sweetie.
Okay.
Appreciate it. Merry Christmas.
Third bushwhacker at the Floribama Lounge. A northern boy just soaking up the virtues of the South. Left his home in Boston in 5 feet of snow. Didn't stop to those white sugar sands of the Gulf of Mexico. Well, he waved his hands in the air, voice rose to the roof, spreading the message of his undisputed truth. Like an old-time revival, and the spirits gave him wings. Said this is the promised land, here's what the heart of Dixie means. If you get that special feeling that goes deep into your bones, if you've been moved by power grooves coming out of muscle shoals, if you ever screamed Borrego, yelled out roll damn tide, you've been Bama-tised. He said it's just the way of life that y'all have down here. Smoky taste of dreamland, ribs washed down with ice cold beer. Hank's birthplace in Montgomery, 'cause I swear he saw the light. Ain't nothing like those sweet magnolia nights. It's the tight curves of a southern girl with fire in her eyes. Red Mountain in Birmingham or Rocket City ride. Mardi Gras in Mobile, those old boys in Fort Payne. The magic in this state always lives up to its name. If you get that special feeling that goes deep into your bones, if you've been moved by power grooves coming out of muscle shoals, if you ever screamed Borrego or yelled out roll damn tide, you've been Bama-tised. Sometimes someone else says the words that we need to hear. Took a Yankee to remind us how good we got it here. If you get that special feeling that goes deep into your bones, if you've been moved by power grooves coming out of muscle shoals, if you ever screamed Borrego or yelled out roll damn tide, you've been Bama-tised. If you ever screamed Borrego or yelled out roll damn tide, you've been
Marc-Alan-Barnette.com. Get you some Bama-tised. I am 2 state songs of Alabama. I'm just going to say it. It's going to be one of the new state songs of Alabama. Mark, you're still in the waiting room. Can I come back to you?
Of course.
Because I just have to respond, because all these people were like, did you see, were you able to see some of the comments?
Yeah,
People were just going nuts,
Thank you. We're pretty pleased with that song. All of that video was shot on an iPhone.
With Stephen Clark. Look at
with
there.
Stephen Clark. Yeah.
Yeah, he's there. He's watching. Yeah.
Stephen is a wonderful television. He was in the news business for 40 years. He was 17 years the ABC anchor in Detroit. And
radio, yeah.
And radio, that's right. And he just has this iPhone. He has that eye that great artists, great songwriters, great industry people have, that just instinct. And he does. He's just amazing. I was thrilled.
And he has that thing that we all do, that if we've been in media as long as Stephen and I have been, you have to learn to do everything.
That's right. Yeah.
And and I laugh because these kids today, they talk about the digital stuff, and I'm going, we did it with razor blades and Scotch tape. That's right. way better. Way better.
Yeah. Have you seen the new Beatles? The new Beatles documentary?
No, I haven't.
Oh, it's amazing. But seeing those the cameras that are so huge, like when they filmed the rooftop scene, there was like 10 cameras hauling those cameras up the stairwell.
Yes.
And you can just imagine, and I know you know this too. Every musician who grew up in the 60s, 70s, 80s hauled that equipment everywhere. And you know how you can tell you've been in Nashville for a long time?
How long?
When you first get here, you're around all these songwriters and you're going, who's cutting, what labels, who's producing, and you're so excited. You move on about 30, 40 years, is who's had knee replacements, what blood pressure medicine on your own, and that's how you've been around for a while.
The conversation changes. Hey, Ross Fiction just checked in. He's part of our Debbie Champion family, and Stephen, true dat. Yeah.
That's it.
That's right, Stephen. You know. And Suzanne and Mark are Alabamans, and they're watching today. Love the song, Mark. Awesome. And Steve Burney checking in. Hello, Steve. We're glad that you're here today. We love whenever this is a really interactive show, and we're on 14,
I love the show. It's a great show.
Thank you. Well, we're on 14 media channels for Main Street Media. By the end of the day, we stay up every day. So share this if you're watching this. Make sure you subscribe.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I will admit to being remiss. The last time we were doing this, I was freaking out trying to figure out how to get on, and today I got the link, got everything ready. I really appreciate it. Thank you for having me too.
Thank you always for being part of what we do. Well, have you got all your Christmas shopping done?
Yes, I've done none. Yeah. Actually, Tina and I are going on a trip afterwards, so I take care of my kids. I got that all done, and then we're going to go on a trip for a few days.
See, I think that's the two people are really, instead of buying gifts, a lot of people are doing the experience.
Yeah.
And a lot of people are saying, hey, what can we do for Christmas? What can we do here? So people are really doing, sometimes the families are doing the Christmas shows, and there's a place that I'm going to actually tell people about right now. It's Fiddle Dee Farms. It's in Robertson County. We have the Robertson County Connection, which is our newspaper there. But Fiddle Dee Farms has We Need a Lot of Christmas, and it's a new dinner theater that's out on a farm. So we're going to play a little bit for them now. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Bye, and have fun on your trip. Bye. Love him, love his voice, and I love Fiddle Dee.
Get your tickets now for Nashville's newest holiday attraction. From the producers of some of your favorite shows in Pigeon Forge comes We Need a Lot of Christmas dinner show at Fiddle Dee Farms. Enjoy your favorite Christmas tunes, a talented, hilarious cast, amazing magic, and a delicious holiday dinner. November 26th through December 31st. Secure your reservations now at ChristmasDinnerShow.com. We Need a Lot of Christmas at Fiddle Dee Farms. You don't want to miss it.
And if you want to know a little bit that Miss Reba, the queen of country music, currently reigning in just the stratosphere, ain't nobody does it better than Reba McEntire. And Miranda may be the first country music female to have a bar on Broadway, but Reba took it home, and she had a big announcement yesterday along with the Choctaw Nation.
We are so excited here in southeastern Oklahoma, here in the Choctaw Nation, to be bringing a partnership with Atoka, Oklahoma, by the way. Thank you, Atoka. The City of Council of Atoka is here. Let's give them a big round of applause. Mayor Kathy, all of you, thank you so very much. But we are partnering with the greatest female country singer of all time to bring Reba's restaurant to Atoka, Oklahoma.
We're thrilled to pieces because it's going to be right downtown Atoka. It's going to be called Reba's Place, and it's going to be in the old Masonic building. Y'all know where that is if you've been to Atoka. That's what it's going to look like, and we're really tickled. We're very excited about it. It's going to have great food, family atmosphere, a bandstand in there where we can do a little picking and grinning and singing. And we're hoping by the end of next year, around September 2022 or around that sometime, that we'll be ready for serving you guys to come up and see us and have us.
So we want all of you to come and join us at Atoka when we have this grand opening for Reba's Place. And we're looking forward to some great food, fellowship, and fun. And Reba, in Choctaw Nation, we say Yako Ki. Thank you so very much for bringing this to us.
Thank you so much. Thank y'all. We're excited about it. So now y'all come on up and have a hamburger with us, okay?
I am so excited about that. That's my nation. That's my Choctaw Nation. Love that. Claiming our roots. Thank you, Reba, for always doing it the right way. Speaking of the right way, a movie that comes out, you know, that movie going has been, it's a little, you know, interesting. It has been over the past couple of years. And we salute some of our independent theater owners like the Regal in Dixon, Tennessee, our Main Street Award winner out there, and the Roxy in Lebanon, Tennessee. They are the biggest news, and that was in the Wilson Post, is that the Roxy in Lebanon is going to have a liquor license to be able to sell beer. So you can grab a beer and sit and watch your movie. What's coming out for Christmas? Well, I'm excited. Are you a Matrix fan? Maybe. Okay, I am. I love The Matrix. I love Keanu Reeves, and the brand new Matrix movie is coming for Christmas.
Thomas? You seem particularly triggered right now. Can you tell me what happened?
I've had dreams that weren't just dreams. Am I crazy?
We don't use that word in here.
Hi.
Have we met?
One pill makes you larger and one pill makes you small, and the ones that mother gives you don't do anything at all. Go ask Alice when she's 10 feet tall.
Time to fly.
If you want the truth, Neo, you're going to have to fly me.
The only thing that matters to you is still here. I know it's why you're still fighting and why you will never give up. You don't know me, no?
After all these years, to be going back to where it all started. Back to the Matrix.
I can't wait. I cannot wait. I'm going to tell you, I am so excited. Christmas, the most popular time for movies, and movie theaters have suffered during 2020. They were just allowed to open up again this year, and we just hope that you will support your independent movie theaters as well as the chains, because getting to see a movie in a theater is just an all-American joy. Popcorn and a Coke, and in some cases, a nice beer. Hey, by the way, speaking of independent theaters, check out the Franklin Theater, the Capitol Theater, and some of the local theaters that will be doing Christmas movies this Christmas. We'll be talking to some of those local theaters coming up on Main Street today. Don't forget, mornings with Big Joe Dubin, mornings on Main Street, and then middays with Main Street Today. And on Wednesdays, we have Launch Date. Terry Pugh and I will have a guest called Bill Sinke. He's logging in from California. So we're going to be talking about fear. So stay tuned to everything Main Street on our network. Be safe, be kind, and remember, you are loved. Have a great rest of your day.